Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Girl Scouts at Home virtual programming. My name is Wendy Warner. I'm a troop support specialist in the Southeast area, and I've got Joanne Savicki and Pam Suckup with us, or with me today. I thank you for joining and appreciate your time. Today's topic is early bird, and if you have not re-registered your troop or your daughter or daughters or even yourself yet, this Zoom presentation will assist you. Early bird runs through June 30th, which is tonight, until 11:59 p.m. your time. So that's Central Time or Mountain Time, 11:59 for both of those time zones. Due to stay-at-home and social distancing guidelines, many troops did not finish the year or have been able to do summer activities like we all would have liked to. Girl Scouts may be one of the constants in a girl's life right now, and it will give her, by registering or re-registering, it will give the girls a constant, something to look forward to after the restrictions are lifted and that we can safely get together at that point. Another reason to early bird is to give girls faith that the hard work that they put into selling fall product and cookies will give them a Girl Scout experience from those profits, and that they'll continue to be able to enjoy some of the Girl Scout activities, and they'll be rewarded for that. So early bird is a time when families and Girl Scout troops get a head start on the 2021 year by renewing memberships and earning incentives. To receive incentives, at least 2 adults must be registered and in co-leader roles, and a majority of the girls from the previous year must be re-registered. Be sure to renew all adults in their current roles if they're going to continue with those. So for example, a cookie manager needs to be renewed in a cookie manager role. If she's a co-leader, he's a co-leader, they need to be registered and re-registered in that role too, because that will affect the incentives. So I might conclude by saying, at least this section, that one of the reasons that Girl Scouts incents troop leaders and parents to early bird register girls is because of the importance of planning and helping troops know where they stand in the fall. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over to Pam, who's going to talk a little bit about it more in depth about why we early bird.
Thanks, Wendy. Yes, why we early bird. This is to get your troop in the position to start again in the fall. In years past, in the spring, when you did your closing, that was a great time to find out who was returning, collect the money. And we realize now that you didn't have that end of the year, but hopefully you can still re-register your troops or ask your parents to re-register online. The other reason why you want an early bird is because after July 1st, if you want to get in the VTK to start your new year planning, you have to be registered with the New Year's sets up in the toolkit. It is also beneficial to us as staff to know who's returning and how we start planning recruiting for the fall. And then lastly, the biggest reason why you want to early bird is because the girls will get the early bird patch featuring the hummingbird, which is one of the hardest working birds. And the members voted on the patch, the bird on the patch, and then the co-leaders, if the 2 co-leaders or at least 2 co-leaders are registered with the troop, then you get the free t-shirt. And then I'm going to turn it back to Wendy as to how to early bird.
Okay. Thanks, Pam. We put a picture on the screen of the early bird t-shirt for adults, and then the early bird patch for girls. Green's my favorite color, so I'm pretty excited about this t-shirt. I think we do a great job designing the t-shirts, and I think it's cool that leaders can get them by early bird registering, and then they have a shirt that they can wear to formal outings or events. So I would encourage you to get online and register so you can get your t-shirt. Okay, so now we're going to go to how to early bird register. I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to talk about registering through the MyGS. All right, so give me a second here. Okay, so we got it to pull up. So Early Bird is on the girlscoutsnebraska.org website. If you search for Early Bird and scroll down, you'll get the page that you need to log into MyGS, or to register. Go to MyGS in the upper right-hand corner and click on that. And it should be loading here. So when it comes up, you're going to log in using your email address, and it would be the same address that we have on file for you. So if your email address has changed recently, you may not be able to get into MyGS and will need to contact member support. But you'll go into, you'll do your email address, and I'm already logged on here, that's why it popped in here. But then your password, if you don't recall it, or if you have never set it up, then you can just follow the prompts to reset it, and you'll be able to get in. So you're going to want to go to member profile, and this is pertinent for parents who are registering, and then also troop leaders who are registering. So once you click on your member profile, whoever is logging on, their individual profile will show up. So you're going to see my personal information here, and you'll also see anyone else who is in your household. As soon as it logs on here, I'll show you the function. Okay, so then if you click on next year over here on the right-hand side, you'll get a renewal option for the next year. And after it's done thinking here for a second. So while it's catching up with us, that top toolbar, the first one is membership, and that's the page that we're on now. If you click on troops, it will give you your troop options. So you'll see all of the adults who are in the troop, registered in the troop, and then also all of the girls who are registered in the troop. And so then if you go over again, like I said earlier, and click on next year, you'll get options, and it's not going to show me an option here because I've already renewed my roles. But if you have not renewed rather for 2021, all the girls and all the adults, then you'll have that option to renew here. So you're going to get 3 options. You're going to get renew now, renew later, or don't renew. And so the 2 options we really want you to focus on is renew now or renew later. So for example, if you have a girl who may be moving and they're not quite sure if they're going to be able to participate in your troop again next year, you can select renew later. We ask that you don't select don't renew, because that makes everything in that record inactive, and it will take member support to change that from inactive to active. And so if she changes her mind, it's just an extra step, which is cool. But if you just stick to those first two options, those seem to work the best. Let's see if there was something else I was going to say here. Pam or Joanne, do you have anything to add at this point about renewing online?
The only thing I'm going to add, if you're having problems or something isn't showing up for you, call member support or your troop support specialist, and we can help you get to it, because sometimes not all of the accounts are set up quite right, and there's some little glitches in there that need to be fixed.
And so I know one example we've had where a troop leader has tried to re-register her troop, and she was inactive for whatever reason. And so, like Pam said, just reaching out to member support right away will help get that problem fixed and get you on your way to getting re-registered.
And with that, I just had dealt with another one, and her background, it was time to do her background screening. And so until her background screening is complete, her membership won't show up, and she can't get in to register the rest of the troop. So, but
Yeah,
maybe
That is,
get in and do it.
that is true.
okay, excellent point. So also, as you're re-registering, you might take a look at your adults and everyone who is in a co-leader adult support role, and just make a note of when those background screens are expiring and make sure that we're staying on top of those renewals. They should be getting emails asking them to renew their background screens, but it doesn't hurt to have a double check or a balance to make sure that those are happening so that they can continue to co-lead and to help transport different things like that. So we don't have any interruptions in their them volunteering. Okay, so I think with that, we're going to go to Joe, who's going to talk about financial assistance.
Okay, and so for financial assistance, to qualify for incentives, you must register or renew your membership through our online registration system by 11:59 on June 30th, which is tomorrow, which is Tuesday, so today's Monday. And that's for the t-shirt for the co-leaders and the patch for the girls. Then you'll submit the required financial aid application online on or before July 6th. So there's kind of like a two-step. So you check the box that you want financial assistance or financial aid, and then you'll get an email sent to you, and you'll complete that email, and then you want to do that before July 6th. Again, you want to check junk or spam folders to see if that email has gone there, because sometimes it does. And if you haven't gotten an email and you have checked that financial aid box when you registered or renewed, you can always call member support to talk with them about that, or even to complete the financial aid with them online. It's very easy to do, and it takes probably less than 5 minutes in talking with them. You can reach out to member support by emailing them at membersupport@girlscoutsnebraska.org, or by calling them at 800-695-6690. Again, that's 800-695-6690. For adults, financial assistance is only available for co-leaders. But in an email, as the co-leaders register in the troop, an email will be sent to them also to get their t-shirt size. And so that email may also go to spam or junk folder as well. And so you definitely want to check those. I know troop support will be reaching out to adults if we don't have your t-shirt sizes. So you may get an email from us or a phone call from us too. So we'll begin. Let's see, co-leaders must respond by July 15th to redeem their t-shirts. So we, between now and July 15th, we'll be reaching out to people to get their t-shirt sizes if we don't have those. We'll begin distributing t-shirts in mid-August, along with the patches. With COVID, we might be meeting in parking lots to hand those out. I know right now we're working on actually virtual volunteer meetings for August, and so we'll be figuring out ingenious ways on getting you those patches and t-shirts. Always, if you have any questions, your troop support specialist is here to help you, because we really are here for you. And so anytime you have a question, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, because we're here for you. So I think that's it for financial aid.
I am going to add one thing. Co-leaders cannot apply for financial assistance for their girls. The parents have to do it.
Oh, right. Thank you. I forgot that.
Yeah.
And if the parents are inexperienced with logging into MyGS, or for whatever reason don't have access or cannot do it, make sure that they also reach out to member support or troop support specialists, because we can assist with that too. I'd hate to see, a girl not be able to get a patch when everybody else had, just because we missed a step somewhere. I would maybe.
Right in. Whoops, go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
And it really, in talking to either troop support or member support, it's probably even less than a 5 to 8 minute phone call. So if you don't want to do it on the computer yourself, just call member support or reach out to us so that we can help you do it.
Yep. So I would just encourage anyone, troop leaders and parents as well, who feel that financial assistance will allow the girls or the adults to continue participating or volunteering with Girl Scouts. That's what financial assistance is there for. And so I just encourage people to apply. And I do want to reiterate that the process is, it's even more short than last year, if that's believable. It will take you longer to email or longer to look up the phone number to call than to actually fill out the information to apply for financial assistance. And it's primarily demographic information. And so, again, please feel free to do that if financial assistance is a need for your family. Let's see. So I think with that, we're going to conclude by encouraging parents, troop leaders, whoever is registering on behalf of girls and adults to reach out to your troop support specialist tonight if you're having trouble. And our member support team is available through 5 p.m. tonight. That's Central Time for member support. And again, by calling 800-695-6690. But most importantly is if you're having trouble re-registering, that email or that reach out to your troop support specialist may help us validate the trouble, and we still may be able to honor incentives if you've reached out when you're having the trouble. And so Joe and Pam, I guess I would ask if you've got anything else to add for Early Bird or anything to conclude with. Okay, so I just want to thank you again for volunteering. Thank you for allowing your daughter or daughters to participate in Girl Scouts. Pam and Joe and all of the troop support specialists, as well as myself, are here to help you, and we appreciate all that you do. So thank you for that.